Hello students, today we have to move for the next new lesson, that is the fourth lesson in the history, opposition to British rule in Karnataka. So yes, in the first lesson we have to learn about how the British came to India. In the second lesson we have to learn about that, so how they are all occupied the regions and everything throughout the India. In the third lesson we have to learn how they have implemented the many rules and regulations to took over their administration, complete control of the administration. That is the third lesson, impact of British rule in India. And we have to know about that the fourth lesson, the lessons are each other are linked each other, keep in mind. So opposition to British rule in Karnataka. Yes, the condition of subsidiary alliance or the doctrine of lapse or the zamindari system or the many mahalwari system, raitavari system or many other system made the kings and the common peoples, made them to revolt against the British, to started the war or to started the revolt or to started the struggle against the British. Okay, and they are giving a major problem actually. So here one major problem has took place. So that's why the 18th century, particularly the 18th century is called as 18th century is called as 18th century in the sense almost the year between 1800 to 1900. So that is called as the century of political problems. That is called as century of political problems. Keep in mind, century of political problems. Why it is called as a century of political problems? Because many of the kings in India faced the many political problems by the British. Because the British easily they can occupy the their regions, their kingdoms and everything. Many of the kingdoms they are surrendered themselves without the war. So they are losing their whole kingdom and everything. So that's why this called as the century of political reasons. Good example for that, I think you know about that Mughals. Mughals are the only the rulers who occupied the 80 to 85% of the India and ruled over the whole India, almost little bit 15% they left actually. So in that the last ruler was that in a Mughal, that is the Aurangzeb. Keep in mind. So Aurangzeb, after the death of Aurangzeb also, Mughal lost most of their power in India, or overall the rulers came in the Mughal family or the Mughal kingdom. They are not having high strength actually or high power. So that's why after the death of Aurangzeb in a Mughal family, almost including Delhi, almost 80% of the India was under the control of British. Okay, so that created, okay, they has lost the problem, they has lost the power in India, and lot of political problems in the Carnatic region also. Carnatic in the sense I told you already, Karnataka. Okay, so in this region also, who ruled by the Carnatic was ruled by the Nawab actually. So in the for him also many of the problems has created by the British, and they have implemented the subsidiary alliance, what you learnt in a second lesson. And also the death of in South India, particularly in Karnataka, in Mysore provision, the death of Chikkadevaraja Vadeyar. Keep in mind the death of Chikkadevaraja Vadeyar. I think you know about that. Chikkadevaraja Vadeyar was the ruler of, or the Vadeyar of Chikkadevaraya Vadeyar. So he was the ruler of Mysore region. Okay, he was the ruler of Mysore region. In between the Vadeyar family, we can see the ruling of Hyder Ali and the Tippu actually. So there, the death of, before Hyder Ali, the Chikkadevaraja Vadeyar was the last ruler in the Vadeyar family or in a Mysore family. So this, after the death of Chikkadevaraja Vadeyar, that has created the problem of successor. Successor in the sense, no one is there to rule over the Mysore. Successor. Okay, successor in the sense, no one. I mean Chikkadevaraja Vadeyar not having a son. Even according to the doctrine of lapse, no one adopted son not able to rule the kingdom or a country. That's why whole Mysore provision was under the control of British. They are attempting, but they failed actually. So the death of Chikkadevaraja Wadayar created the problem of succession. So British tried to implement the doctrine of lapse fallacy after the death of Chikkadevaraja Wadayar, but they was failed. Here no son, nothing at all. Why they were failed? That is the main reason, because already to the Mysore army entry took place. Whose entry that is nothing but Hyder Ali entry. Hyder Ali entry, okay, that is very important, okay. So yes, British tried to capture the whole Mysore provision in the sense area actually. So because Chikkadevaraja Wadayar not having a successor in the sense is not having a son, so his adopted son not having a chance actually to rule over the country according to the doctrine of lapse. That's why British tried to capture the Mysore region, but that was opposed by the Hyder Ali. So what is the link between Hyder Ali to Wadayar family? If you are thinking like that, just see here, Hyder Ali joined the Mysore army as an ordinary soldier. After the death of Chikkadevaraja Wadayar, Hyder Ali joined as an ordinary soldier. Keep in mind. Okay, he joined as an ordinary soldier to the Wadayar family or to the Wadayar army Mysore army. So next he known for the innovation, arm usage, etc. He known for the innovation in the sense creativity, and he know very well how to use the arms and everything. Okay, in a war. Okay, so he known for the innovation and the arm usage. That's why he sidelined his cousin son was the Chikkadevaraja Wadayar cousin son. He was called as the Krishnaraya Wadayar. Krishnaraya Wadayar. Who was Krishnaraya Wadayar is very important. Krishnaraya Wadayar was not the son of Chikkadevaraja Wadayar actually. He was the cousin son of Krishnaraya Wadayar. Chikkadevaraja Wadayar. So he sidelined the Krishnaraya Wadayar. He is also trying to attempt to get the ruling of the Mysore army, Mysore provision, but he sidelined in the sense pakkak talda, nini takatilla sunne iru anta. Okay, he sidelined the Krishnaraya Wadayar and took over the control of whole Mysore army. So till that he waged the many war. Hyder Ali as a soldier only he waged the many war actually and make a name in an army. Yes, Hyder Ali was a very powerful soldiers. Like that he make a name as well as a fame also, and by that time only he won the great enemy of the Mysore, that is called as Nizam of Arcot. Okay, so Arcot, Nizam of Arcot. So he won the war against the great enemy of the Mysore army, that is called as Nizam of Arcot. Okay, so when he became more powerful, then he took over the whole control of Mysore and became a Sultan of Mysore. Okay, keep in mind Hyder Ali, those are all called as the Hyder Ali successors, and those kings are called as the Sultans. Okay, still that we are calling the Mysore kings or Wadayar. When Hyder Ali and Tipu ruled that Mysore provision, by that time that kings are called as the Sultans. Very important, because they were the Muslims. Hyder Ali and the Tipu Sultan were the Muslims. Okay, yes, by seeing this, British are not to be quiet. They are not to be quiet. They has tried to capture the Mysore, because Hyder Ali opposed the British doctrine of lapse policy. That's why they tried to capture the Mysore region. So in that, between the British and Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, I think you know about that, son of Hyder Ali, the war, famous historical war took place. those wars are called as the Anglo-Mysore War. Keep in mind and don't get confusions between the Anglo-Maratha War to Anglo-Mysore War. Okay, Anglo-Maratha War took place between the Anglo means British, Maratha means Marathas. Okay, but this war took place between the Anglo means English and Mysore means Mysore rulers. Okay, who is that particularly? That those Mysore rulers, not the Wadayars actually. So the first, there are the 4 wars took place. First Anglo-Mysore War, second Anglo-Mysore War, third Anglo-Mysore War and fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Okay, so in this, among these two, the first and second Anglo-Mysore War, very important, keep in mind. The first and the second Anglo-Mysore War took place between whom? Hyder Ali versus English. Hyder Ali and English also known as British. And the third and fourth Anglo-Mysore War took place between the Tipu Sultan and English. Tipu Sultan versus English. That this thing is very important. Clear? Huh? Yes, first and the second Anglo-Mysore War took place between the Hyder Ali and English, and the third and fourth Anglo-Mysore War took place between the Tipu and English. Tipu and English. Okay. Yes, let us know the causes or the reasons and the effects of first Anglo-Mysore War. I told you already, the first Anglo-Mysore War took place between the Hyder Ali and the English, or British and the English. So what were the causes? Causes in the sense reasons. What were the causes for first Anglo-Mysore War? The causes means keep that thing also in a mind. Causes, reasons, however they can ask. Outcomes, effects, results, both are same. Similar meaning words. Yes. Let us know the causes for the first Anglo-Mysore War. The Nizamas, Marathas, Nawab allied with the British. Here, the British, Nizama, Marathas. Why Nizama, Marathas and the Nawab? Because they are the great enemies for the Mysore. So that's why the Nizamas, Marathas, because Marathas were already under the control of British by the Anglo-Maratha War, and Nawab of Farghat. Nawab were allied with the British. Allied means make friendship. Allied means what? Make friendship. Okay. So they are allied with the British and fight against the Hyder Ali. They are in one team actually. Who is that? Nizama, Marathas and Nawaba are in one team versus Hyder Ali is in one team. Keep in mind. Okay. So they are allied together. Allied means joined together and declared a war against the Hyder Ali. And also by that time they are giving a torture in that. So very torture has given by the Marathas. Clear? Now and then they has giving aggressions. Aggression means they are revolt against the Hyder Ali. Okay, I mean they are created the war against the Hyder Ali. So that's why now and then what they are torturing Marathas, Hyder Ali suffered a lot. Yes, he has to come to the one decision. What is this? Marathas always doing a war against us. Let us declare a war against them. Like that he come to the decision, and he suffered a lot due to the Maratha aggression. So that's why Hyder Ali attacked first he attacked the Nawab of Arcot. Okay, first he attacked the Nawab of Arcot. Keep in mind that. So then what were the effects of first Anglo-Mysore War? The results are very important. So the Nizamas, Marathas and the Nawabas are allied with the British and declared a war against the Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali suffered a lot due to the Maratha aggression. So that's why he attacked the Nawabas. Okay, Nawabas are cut. So in this war effects, what were the effects of first Anglo-Mysore War? Actually, Hyder Ali won the war. Keep in mind, Hyder Ali won the war. In this war, Hyder Ali won. Actually, next, this first Anglo-Mysore War was ended with the Treaty of Madras. It was ended with the Treaty of Madras. Treaties are very important. Then according to this treaty, according to which treaty? According to the Madras Treaty. Treaty in the sense agreement. Keep in mind that also. Treaty means what? Treaty means agreement. Okay. So yes, according to that Madras Treaty, they has to come to one decision actually. What is that? So the British agreed to return the captured territories. The British, what they have captured in a Mysore province or a Mysore region, so they have come to the agreed to return the captured territories for the Hyder Ali, and they has promised, British promised to the Hyder Ali to help during a war. If any enemies attacked the Hyder Ali, we come to your help, like that the British are promising. Really it is not a true promising, it is a very false promising. Keep in mind how you are promising to us, like that it is. Okay. Yes, come to the point now. So British, according to the Madras Agreement, actually the British returned the captured territories for the Hyder Ali, and they promised, and they promised to the Hyder Ali. What they promised, they are giving, if anyone, Hyder Ali, if attacked by the enemies, by that time we will come. Like that they are promising. Okay, it is a not a true promise actually, it is a false promise. Keep in mind that. Okay, if enemies or if a war is declared against Hyder Ali, by that time they will not come. Okay, that is very important. Those were the effects of First Anglo-Mysore War. Very important war. First, second, third, and the fourth Anglo-Mysore wars are very important. Let us recall the effects again. Hyder Ali won the war, and this was ended with the Treaty of Madras Treaty. According to this treaty, British returned the captured territories, and they promised to the Hyder Ali, if anyone attacked, if enemy is attacked, the Hyder Ali, by that time they will come to the help. Okay. Yes, this is about First Anglo-Mysore War. So let us know about the Second Anglo-Mysore War. Second Anglo-Mysore War. Very interesting wars also. Okay. So Second Anglo-Mysore War, I told you already. So this is also fought between nothing but the Hyder Ali and the English. Okay. So what were the causes for the Second Anglo-Mysore War? Let us see the causes for the Second Anglo-Mysore War. Hyder Ali, when Hyder Ali attacked by the Marathas, English promised no. Yes, when anyone declared a war against you, we will come to the help. When Hyder Ali, now and then the Marathas are attacked. Okay, so he suffered a lot due to the aggression also. So this time also, when Hyder Ali attacked by the Marathas, British did not come to his help. What they promised. That's why I told you that is not the true promise. That is the false promise. Keep in mind that. Okay. When Hyder Ali attacked by the Marathas, British did not come to his help. This made the get angry of Hyder Ali. Next, British captured, along with that, British captured the Mahe, which was under the control of British. That is also very important. I think you know about that. Mahe is one of the trading centers of the French. After the French, they came they moved from India actually. So this Mahe was under the control of the Hyder Ali. I mean that Mahe was looked after by the Hyder Ali. That Mahe was captured by the British. Okay, as usual, obviously Hyder Ali get angry against the British as well as the Marathas. Okay, because they promised if anyone is attacked, but they didn't come. They are agreed for the false promise, and they also attacked the Mahe, which was under the control of Hyder Ali. By that time, after the French leave out from India, it was under the control of whom? It was under the control of Hyder Ali. Keep in mind. So these were the causes, and let us see the effects of Second Anglo-Mysore War. What were the effects of Second Anglo-Mysore War actually? Sir Eyre defeated and died. This actually, Second Anglo-Mysore War was under the leadership of Sir Eyre. Here, Sir Eyre. So in this, the Sir Eyre defeated the Hyder Ali. He defeated the Hyder Ali. Okay, Sir Airkud defeated the Hyder Ali. That means Hyder Ali defeated. English won the war. Defeated the Hyder Ali. And also he was died. Who was died? Hyder Ali was died. Keep in mind. Okay. Second Anglo-Mysore War. In this war, English won the war. Sir Airkud, it was took place under the leadership of whom? Sir Airkud, British Governor General. So Sir Airkud defeated the Hyder Ali, and the Hyder Ali died in that war. But the war will not stop when Tippu, when his father Hyder Ali was the father of Tippu. I think you know about that. Tippu was the son of Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali was the father of Tippu actually. So Tippu get angered. I think you know about that. Tippu was a very brave, very brave. He was called as a tiger of Mysore. Okay. So Tippu continued the war, and this war was ended with the Treaty of Mangaluru Treaty. Very important. Tippu continued the war. This was ended with the Treaty of Mangaluru Treaty. Mangaluru Treaty. Okay. So this treaty was took place at the place of Mangaluru. That's why it's carried its name, Mangaluru Treaty. Even this treaty also took place at the place of Madras. That's why it's called the name of Madras Treaty. Let us recall the effects actually. The Sir Airkud defeated the Hyder Ali, and Hyder Ali died in that war. So Tippu get angry with the death of Hyder Ali, and he was continued the war. But this war was ended with the Treaty of Mangaluru Treaty. In this war, in the Second Anglo-Mysore War, Tippu showed his whole courage or his whole strength. Actually, in this war only, the British get fear actually. They are afraid by the attack of Tippu actually. That much it's creating a fear in the minds of the British. Whose attack? The Tippu attacking. Okay, and by that time the British thought he was